Level 8, page 22 is about cadence. Before we do that, we need to make sure we know our Roman numerals. There's two sets of Roman numerals. You learned this a very long time ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to only number 7. So in the major scales, 1 is a big one, 2 is a tiny 2, 3 is tiny, 4 is big, 5 is big, 6 is small, 7 is a small with a tiny little circle at the side. In the minor scales, 1 is a tiny 1, 2 is a tiny 2 with a circle, 3 is a big 3 with a plus sign, 4 is a tiny 4, 5 stays the same, 6 is big, and 7 stays the same. A tiny 7 with a tiny little circle. Every time when you have a big Roman numerals, it means major triad. Every time when you have a small one, it means a minor triad. And every time when you have a big with a plus sign, it means augmented triad. And every time you have a small with a circle, it means a diminished triad. All this is just a review. You should know all this already. Okay? Then another thing, we have all the cadences. This you should memorize as well. Authentic is 5-1. Plagal is 4-1. Okay, half is a tricky one. Half is, it can be anything that go to 5. That means if your ending is 5, then your answer is half. And since level 6, you learn deceptive. Deceptive will be anything then go to number 6. You can write 6 this way, or you can write 6 this way, depending on what kind of key you are in. If you are in major key, or if you are in the minor key. Okay? Alright. The really hard part about this level is actually how to group them. So take your first example, this F sharp minor. As you see, you have 2 lines here. That means you need to write 2 Roman numerals, and most of the time you want to group the note in half. Exactly, you cut it in half. All this note is considered one group. Then you write your answer here, and all this is one group. You write your answer here. Okay? Then you need to rearrange. Use your rearrange into the snowman scale. Hopefully at this time you're very fluent. I have a F, 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 A, C, F, A, C. In the key of F sharp, A, C is 1. Chord 1, a tiny little 1, and always add a figure base because it says figure base. You see? After your Roman numerals, you need a figure base. This is root position, so 5, 3. Then this one you have C, E, G, C, 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 so many C, right? So just C. F all the way to C, F, G, A, B, C, that's your chord 5. C, E, G, you don't have B. So only 3 notes you do 5, 3, root position. C is your lower. So 1, 5, anything that ends in 5 is half. Okay, let's do one more example. This is minor key again. So again, I group this like this, 2 circles into half. Okay, so you have G, G, G. You have C. Okay, so C, E, G is a C. Your root is C. In the key of G, let's write C here. Your root is C. In the key of G, G, A, B, C, that's your chord 4. I should write a small 4 because I'm in the minor key, and this is G, 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 B, D. So G, B, D, your root is G. In the key of G, G is chord 1. So this one, C, E, G, G is your lower. So from figure base 6, 4, because G is your lowest and this G is your lowest. So 5, 3 root position. Okay, so 4, 1 is play, go. Okay, let's do one more last example. So in the key of G major, this is D, D, F, A is missing and C is there. So in this case, it's a special case. Let me show you what happened. it actually has a 4 note, okay? So your root is D, D for dog, D, D, F, you have F, A is missing, okay? Then you have C, D, F, A, C, they are all skipped. From D to C is interval 7, so this I know is 5, 7. In the key of G, G, A, B, C, D, that is your chord 5. Then I need a tiny little 7 because you actually has a 4 note, it's just that A is missing. Sometimes it happens that way. You can have one of the notes here missing or one of the notes here missing, but you can't have this root missing or you can't have the 7th note missing because you need this interval 7 to qualify it as a 7th chord, to qualify it as a dominant 7 chord. Root position in this case, D is your lowest note. Then you have G, B, you have E, G, B, right? So your root is E here. Your root is D here. In the key of G, E is what number? G, A, B, C, D, E. That is your chord 6. 6 is small in your major key and looks at you in the root position. So 5, 6. Figure base 7 here, figure base 5, 3 here. 5, 6 should be deceptive. Okay, so two things a lot of students make mistake. They write the wrong Roman numerals. Okay, usually it is in the minor key. Okay, the second thing that most of the time students make mistake is they didn't consider some of the chord is a 7th chord, although some of the notes might be missing in between. Okay, and last thing, make sure you always, all your Roman numeral must follow by the figure base no matter what. At this level, this is, the expectation that you should do that. Okay, all right, thank you.